do offer a very unique and value-added experience to our visitors. That's our fossil dig program. And what we're finding is that the success of our dig program, which is really driven by our general public, our tourism visitor, if you will, is allowing us to branch out our business model and to tell stories. That's the beautiful thing about what we do. We're very scientific based, but science only leads you so and so far, and then the imagination takes over. And it's beautiful when someone has the opportunity to visit one of our dig sites and to find a fossil, an 80 million year old fossil that hasn't been uncovered for an extended period of time. The look that comes across the discoverer's eye just shows that the imagination's going. So we've also had a series of major fossil discoveries over the past few years. The one that comes to mind is the story of Angus. Angus is a gigantic mosasaur that was uncovered in 2008 by a family from McGregor. So the McGregor family was out on a fossil dig adventure tour with us, and they were the first group to, I guess, catch on to this soon-to-be amazing discovery. What we allowed them to do is they named the fossil, which is pretty cool. So family from McGregor, Manitoba, of Scottish descent, looking back to their heritage to acknowledge the future, they came up with the name Angus. So now we have Angus, the gigantic mosasaur, in our collection. The unique nature of our programming has allowed us to branch our storytelling into the online media as well. This discovery, along with all of our others, gets recorded in an online blog, which is well followed. It's allowing us to gain coverage in the provincial media because the story of a fossil discovery, especially once personalized, has huge interest for the provincial media outlets. Not only is it something scientific and major in that arena, but having someone from the general public be the first to latch onto a major scientific discovery is quite the amazing story. In addition, we use the stories that we hear from our visitors to develop content for our tours. So this family from McGregor, who's found Angus, is now regular content in the tours as we go throughout the museum. And we use this family as the benchmark for what we try to accomplish with all the rest of our tours. Let's be the first group to find a new fossil. Let's name it after our family or our heritage. It provides some really unique and incredible opportunities for the museum that might not exist otherwise. The extra values of the storytelling element is that we now have a shared history. We have common ground. We have this story which we experience together. So the history of the museum here will now remain part of the history of this family. The storytelling element, once the seed has been planted and the idea starts generating, is something that doesn't necessarily have to be worked on by the organization. And what I mean by that is that a family such as the one from McGregor who found Angus can then go online through the various social media networks that they're involved in and spread the story far and wide. So it's allowing us to have greater dissemination of our information. The stories are also a useful element when we look at Facebook in terms of what we're doing with that application, in terms of what our museum visitors are doing. So the news, the good news of the Canadian Fossil Discovery Centre can quickly spread now because of the storytelling element. People are using their own websites. When you Google our name, a lot of the websites that come up are other people posting information about us, which is a user beware kind of story. Make sure that you're delivering on the expectations that you set, so that when people go back and blog about it on their own sites, post about it on Facebook, you can guarantee that they've had a pleasurable experience, because word of mouth is so important in the customer service arena. The great use about the story and how we look at it from a promotional and marketing standpoint is that once you're able to personalize your operation, your programming, your successes, it makes it easier for people who haven't touched you or visited you before to latch on to what you're doing. We can all imagine ourselves being the family from McGregor who goes out on a fossil dig adventure tour and finds something incredibly unique, like an ancient sea monster fossil, for example. The other beautiful thing about storytelling is we're finding that the better we get at communicating our visitors' stories, the more interested the media is getting in us. So we're taking the story, moving it into a new arena, which is media, and we're giving them something that's easy to report on, easy to write stories about, easy to put us as content in Canada's History magazine, for example. If we were to look at our experience here at the museum, I would say that the most important thing is to always meet, if not exceed, expectations and to deliver a unique product. The meet and exceed expectations often comes with a simple conversation at the outset of your gathering. Why are you here? What do you hope to accomplish? And then you know what your abilities are to meet or exceed. Don't oversell yourself, undersell, over-deliver. And if you have a unique product that offers a value-added experience, your people are going to be so glad that they came to visit.